Hello. Good afternoon, everyone.
Good afternoon, ma'am.
Good
Can you
afternoon,
hear me?
Good afternoon.
Can
Good afternoon.
we welcome you all at today's session. I'll be inviting Dr. Shukla to start this session.
Yeah, thank you so much, Sangeeta, and welcome all of you to this query session or an update session. We intend to share with you a couple of important features of our programs here at Bimtech. And one of the features that we are going to update you about are the scholarships that are available to students who choose to join and complete their PGDM program from Bimtech. So to begin with, one of the most interesting and the earliest scholarships which we offer to uh, high CAT percentilers in our institution are what are known as Bimtech admission scholarships. These admission scholarships are available to one and all. The only deciding criteria is that if a particular student who wishes to join at Bimtech and has sought admissions either through CAT, ZAT, or GMAT score is eligible to get a scholarship provided he scores above a minimum of 80 percentile. So any one of you who scored between 80 to 84 percentile in either CAT, ZAT, or GMAT can get a scholarship of about a lakh of rupees. However, these scholarships go on tremendously increasing as the CAT percentile or the ZAT or GMAT percentile goes up. So those scoring above 85 and up to 89 get a 3 lakh scholarship. Those above 90 and up to 94 get a 5 lakh scholarship. And those who are beyond 95 and go up to 100 CAT percentile can get as good as a 7 lakhs worth of scholarship from the fees, tuition fees that they are required to pay at Bimtech. So the only two eligibility conditions are one, you should have a good CAT, ZAT, GMAT percentile, and two, you should choose to join Bimtech. So I believe this is quite a attractive proposition, provided you are a good scorer and you wish to join and stay with Bimtech and complete your PGDM program with Bimtech. However, this is not all. We also keep on rewarding scholarships through scholarships students who perform well during all the trimesters in either of the programs. So irrespective of whether you have joined the PGDM program, the international business program, the insurance program, or the retail program, we provide scholarships to top scorers of all the programs in every term. So please note, all programs every term, 8 scholarship for first position holders and 8 scholarships for second position holders. So term one, 8 top scorers of PGDM, 8 top scorers of all the other 3 programs independently get a scholarship of about 50,000 rupees, and the second position holders for each program in each term get a 25,000 rupees worth of scholarship. So all in all, you are a good performer, and that gets rewarded by way of substantial scholarships, reducing the burden of tuition fees, as well as making the program much more attractive in terms of the return on investment, if I may call it so. I'm open to any questions. Please let me know if you have any questions and I can answer your question.
Sir, I have a question. Good afternoon, sir.
Yes, Arnav, good afternoon. And then,
Sir, my question is there is a minimum criteria of 80 percentile. Even if it's 79 point something, there won't be eligible
no,
for the scholarship.
no, 79 point something would not be eligible.
Okay, sir.
Do a bit of a more hard work and come up to 80 at least.
Sure, sir.
All the best, Arnav.
Good afternoon, sir.
Yes, good afternoon.
Sir, I do have a question regarding scholarship. I
Ji, ji,
scored
ji.
88 percentile in CAT and 92.73 percentile in ZAT. Sir,
Ji.
then which one will be calculated?
Which one would you want?
Sir, ZAT percentile, sir, according to.
Yeah, okay, done.
Thank you, sir.
Okay.
Good afternoon, sir. My name is
So-
Kajal Gupta.
Yeah,
I have
Kajal,
one
just give me
query.
1 minute. Kajal, just give me 1 minute. So, Rohit, so we take it that you're coming to get the scholarship.
Yes, sir.
Yeah, thank you so much. Yes,
Yes, sir.
Kajal, please go on.
Sir, actually, I want to know about how Bimtech exchange program.
Bimtech exchange program. Kajal,
Yes.
you'll have to bear with us for a few more minutes. I'm sure there is a international program chief who's going to talk about. She is smiling away at you. So she's going to talk about the international exchange program, and I would not be the
Okay,
right
sir.
person to talk about the international. So anything about
Okay, sir.
scholarships, and do inquire from me and try to get
Sir,
one.
if I scored around 79.58, am I eligible for the scholarship?
I'm so sorry, you just missed it by 0.5.
Okay, sir.
Hi, sir. Good afternoon. This is Sanjay.
Good afternoon, Sanjay.
I just have a question, sir. Is the MAT score eligible for a scholarship?
No, I'm so sorry, we don't consider max scores for scholarships.
That's a pity. Okay, thank you.
Thank you, Sanjay. Yeah, anything else? Anybody else would want to ask a question? Golden opportunity, ask anything about scholarships.
Good afternoon, sir. So myself, Harshit
Yes.
Pava.
Yes, Arshit Pava, tell me.
I just want to ask, like my Z score is 85.8. So it will
Yeah.
be considered in 3 lakh or 1 lakh.
For your benefit, I'll repeat again. Between 80 to 84, it's 1 lakh. And above 85 up to 89, it's 3 lakhs. So I think you are intelligent enough to decide
Yes.
where you
Thank you,
lie.
sir.
Thank you so much, Harshit. Any
Good
other
afternoon,
query?
doctor. I just wanted to ask regarding the application when we pay fees for the admissions, right? Is there any application like extra application that is required to redeem the scholarship?
No extra application. We'll ourselves work out. Once you join, you get an email from us telling you which scholarship you are eligible for and how it will be paid to you.
Okay, thank you, sir.
Thank you, Daniel.
Hello, good afternoon, sir.
Yes, good afternoon.
This is Ritik Raj. Sir, I want
Yes,
to know
Ritik.
what else are the scholarship options? For example, the scholarship you said that while scoring, right, every term we'll get.
Yeah,
And other
performance,
than that,
performance.
yeah,
Yes.
performance. So, what is the criteria for that performance? Like there
The
should be a
criteria,
marks range, right?
is supposing
Yeah.
you are doing a PGDM
Okay.
and you are in section A. Now the top scorers of section A would be eligible for the first scholarship of 50,000 rupees. And the second position holder would be eligible for 25,000.
Okay, and that would be applied for the whole the whole PGDM program itself, or
Yeah. That's the most interesting part.
Yeah.
So supposing we are creating 5 sections amongst all the students
Okay.
who are admitted to the PGDM program, each section topper will be eligible for that.
Okay,
That is where is a definite advantage for you.
right.
That you are now competing with only 60 people in that class.
Okay, thank you,
Yeah.
sir.
Yeah, thank you so much, Ritik. I hope I answered your question.
Definitely, sir.
Thank you so much.
Good afternoon, sir.
Yes, Sanskriti. Yes, Taru.
Yes, sir. Sir, I wanted to ask that whether the last year's Z score is valid for the scholarship.
The question is valid, but the person to whom you're asking is wrong. I request my admission chair, Professor Chanchal Kushwaha, to please address this question.
So the last year score won't be considered. Only the score of ZAT 2024 is going to be considered.
Okay. Okay.
Okay, Taru, thank you so much.
Thank you, sir.
Yes, anybody else?
So I have a question.
Ji, tell me, Sanskriti.
What is the process of withdrawing first installment if the admission is to be revoked, and when could be the last date for such revocation?
Yeah, Sanskriti, you have a important enough question for you, but this is not a very interesting question for us. But anyway, since you have asked it, it's our duty to reply you. And again, I request my admission chair, Professor Chanchal Kushwaha, to please step in.
Okay, Sanskriti, the withdrawal process is like you have to write an email to admission@bimtech.ac.in that you want to withdraw. So you will get a revert mail with the complete process of withdrawal, wherein you will be asked to reply with the attachment of your fee receipt, a cancelled copy of the check in the account in which you want the refund amount. And you will have the process of like you will be told about like 10 days to 14 days time it will be taking. So the day you apply for withdrawal, you will get the process for the withdrawal. There is a form also wherein you have to fill in that what is the reason of withdrawal, and there are certain other questions. So three things you will be sent from our side, and then you have to revert. The day we receive your request, from that date to 14 days, maximum 14 days, you will get the refund in your account. That is the process. And till the time when you want, one can apply for withdrawal. So as per AICT norms, till we commence the session. So tentatively, we are planning to start our session by end of June, probably 28th, 29th of June. So you can apply before that. You will be getting full amount refund, except 1,000 rupees are going to be deducted. So that is the process.
Thank you.
The detailed reply, Sanskriti. And in case you have missed something, there's everything put up in the chat box. You have a cell phone number there for you. You can directly talk to the concerned person and get all the details again. Thank you so much. Yeah, any other questions?
Hi, sir. Can I know exact date of the commencement of the session?
Yeah, tentatively just now, Professor Chanchal updated us, tentatively end of June, but the exact date might be 28th or 29th. However, there's a provision to it. AICT rules not intervening. We intend to do it on that day.
No, actually, it was written 15 June in the mail or the offer letter. So
Yes,
could it
yes.
be 15 or it will be after 28 or 29?
Yeah.
See, Gurjap, actually, because of the delay in the CMAT exams, initially we thought of starting on 15th of June. Now, since the CMAT exams are delayed, so we will be conducting the process for the third phase selection by first week of June, because the CMAT results are going to be declared by end of May. So probably we will be able to start our session by end of June only, on the last dates of June. But then, as sir said, like we are abided by, we have to follow the guidelines given by the AICT. So whatever guidelines comes from AICT, we will be following that. But since last year we started on 29th of June, we are planning to start on the same date. Let's see how things comes up.
Yeah, I think there are no further questions, at least as far as scholarship is concerned. So, Chanchal, if you agree, I may log off.
Sure, sir. Thank you so much. Now, thank you so much, sir.
Thank you so much. All the best to all the candidates, and all the best to the upcoming speakers. Thank you.
Thank you, sir.
Now I invite my colleague Pragyan.
Yeah. Can you see my screen?
Yes, we can.
Okay, wonderful. So, good evening, everyone. It's nice to see so many participants out here. So, yeah, I'll be talking about the international programs in Bimtech. So, in Bimtech, we have a dedicated center that takes care of all the international programs that we do over here, which is called as the Center for International Affairs. And we basically what the center does is we organize a lot of programs, including your student exchange, as one of the student in the earlier sessions had a question about. So it is not just student exchange. We have a lot of other programs as well, such as student exchange and global immersion programs, wherein we have short duration immersion programs internationally. Then we have virtual projects. We invite a lot of international guest faculty to Bimtech to have guest lectures for you guys. Then we also have a lot of international competitions that wherein students participate in. Since I was told that most of you are interested in the student exchange program, we'll go through that in detail, and also I'll give you an overview of the other programs that we conduct over here. So the student exchange is conducted for 1 or 2 trimesters in a partner university. So Bimtech has about 65 partner universities across the world, and with certain universities with whom our academic calendar matches, with them we do our student exchange. And it is open to, all the 4 programs that we offer. And most often, the third trimester is when we open the student exchange program. That is because Bimtech's academic calendar matches with the trimester or the semester in the partner university. So this happens in the month from January to April or January to June, depending on the academic calendar of the partner. So application procedure is very simple. So once you are in Bimtech, slowly after the orientation program, we will be rolling out the application forms, and interested students can apply. Based on that, we will be screening the applications and you will be called for a personal interview. So the eligibility criteria that we look for is your past academic performance, your performance in the selection interview, where you will be mostly asked about your motivation to go for the exchange program, and your personal behavior and social skills and your intercultural competence is what we gauge your eligibility on. Cost, which is a very important factor, it varies from country to country. So tuition fee is completely waived off. So whatever you are paying to Bimtech is what you pay. So you do not pay any extra tuition fee to the partner university. But the other expenses, your living expenses that we call, that is your travel, visa, accommodation, food, shopping, traveling, etc., is what you have to bear on your own. And depending, based on our past experience, we would say that if you go to a European country, let's say in France, the expenses are slightly higher. Whereas if you go to an Eastern European country, let's say Poland or Hungary, so the expenses will be slightly low. But on an average, you end up spending about, let's say, 2.5 to 3.5 lakh rupees for the 4 to 5 months program abroad. So this is a glance of some of the universities wherein we have our exchange programs well established. So you can choose from any of the universities. So in the application form, you will be given a choice to, you will be given 3 choices to fill. And depending on your application and your interest and the space available in the partner university, your seat allocation will be done. So these are some of the pictures from the exchange program that happened last year. Coming next to the global immersion program or the short-term immersion. So the student exchange, as I told you, it takes place for about 3 to 4 months, right? And the credits are transferred to Bimtech. Whereas the global immersion program, we have short-term programs for students who do not want to leave India for such a long time or cannot afford to spend that much. We also have other kinds of programs which provide you with an industry exposure in a foreign country. So this will be for about a week in a partner university. And the content will primarily be academics based on what subjects you're choosing over there or what the module is being offered by the partner university. We have also a lot of industry visits and some cultural exposure. So these are some of the universities with whom we have already tied up for having short-term exchanges. Then coming to some of the exchange programs that happen in Bimtech. So there are a lot of students who do not want to go abroad for the exchange or for gaining international exposure. So no problems for them at all. We also organize a lot of international programs and wherein you can gain international experience right from the comfort of your classrooms and right from India. So this is one example of a program that we did. We've been doing for the last 2 years, wherein we invite faculty members or professors from various renowned institutions to deliver lectures in all domains of business management. And they can deliver the lectures online, or they come to our campus to deliver the lectures. So you will also get a chance to get an exposure of what's happening in their country right from here in Bimtech. We also organize a diplomatic guest lecture series for the students. That is, we have a program which is called as the International Business Program, and I'm sure some of the students over here have also enrolled for that program. So in this guest lecture series, what we do is we invite ambassadors or diplomats or foreign ministers to come to Bimtech and deliver lectures to our students. So the advantage of this program is basically you get to interact with these diplomats or ambassadors who are responsible for doing business with India. So you get to understand the challenges and the opportunities of India having to do business with them. So this is also a very good program for wherein you can learn a lot of things about what's happening in another country and the opportunities associated with it. So yeah, all in all, I would say the international programs that we organize not just provides you with an international exposure, but also prepares you to work with a diverse kind of people. When you go to a different country, you meet different people. It enhances your communication skill. It enhances your cross-cultural competence, so on. So these are some of the more employability skills, I would say, that a student needs to have in order to have a global career. You get out of your comfort zone, you explore that country, you gain new perspectives, you develop a professional network, and finally, of course, you prepare yourself for a global career. That is. That's all from my end. If you have questions, please, you can go ahead.
Good afternoon, ma'am. I'm Dr. Shetty.
Yes, doctor.
Yeah, I have one question. I read in the brochure that for PGDM IB course, there is a 2-week mandatory international exchange program. Is it different from the term-wise one, or what is it?
Yeah, this is different. In IB program, we also have, it could be a national port visit that they do, normally for 2 weeks, or it could be also an international, these ones are rolled out to all the programs. Could be for any of the programs that students apply for. So yes, that the one that is mentioned in the brochure specifically for IB, that is a mandatory visit. These are optional.
So that is what? That is 2 weeks compulsory program, is it?
Yes, yes.
So all the students need to go abroad for 2 weeks.
Yeah, it could be abroad. During COVID, we had certain restrictions of mobility, which is why we have also started doing it in India. So last year and the year previous to that, we have done national visits also.
Okay.
Good afternoon, ma'am.
Good afternoon, Anuja.
Yes, ma'am. Actually, I wanted to inquire about any certain type of GPA that we need to have for getting into these kind of program, like for student exchange. Like in the college itself, do I have to maintain certain GPA or like 8.5 and 9, something above, to get into such a program?
Yes, we normally do have a GPA actually. It depends. When the student application opens, we check your past academic performance. That is your graduation as well, because when the applications roll out, your first trimester results are not out yet. Okay, we have a minimum eligibility of 5.5, but the selection really depends on, like, it's mostly normally 7.5 and above. The eligibility is though, because it's 5.5, but it just does not depend on your CGPA. A student exchange is not just about CGPA, but it's also about how willing are you to adapt to a different country. So we check your social skills, your behavior, your intercultural competence. So there are a lot of other factors that also come into the play.
Okay, ma'am. Thank you so much.
Good afternoon, ma'am.
Yeah, good afternoon.
Ma'am, for the retail management course, it's written that a compulsory international immersion program is organized. So is it the same like what you discussed currently, or is it's something different?
You mean for the IB program? Did you say IB?
No, ma'am, for the retail management program.
No, they have a different immersion. This is not the same one.
Okay, okay.
Good afternoon, ma'am.
Good afternoon.
Ma'am, I wanted to ask that during that you were saying that you check our like social skills and things like how well we can communicate. So is there a kind of like test or thing? How do you like?
It's judged normally during your interview.
Okay, so when the university will interview us. So will the college also help us in getting those programs like student
Yes,
exchange?
yes, absolutely, absolutely. You also have. I mean, the next presentation is also by the Center for Corporate Relations, if I'm not wrong, and they have various programs. We also have a business communication area that normally trains the students. It's a part of your curriculum as well. So to improve your communication skills and so on.
Okay, ma'am. Thanks.
Thank
Good
you.
afternoon, ma'am.
Good afternoon.
Ma'am, I want to know about the cost. What will be the cost of having if I choose to go to a student exchange program? So what would be the cost? There will be the waiver of tuition fees as mentioned by you, and there won't be any hostel charges for that time trimester, I guess. So what
Yes.
will be the additional cost which one have to bear apart from these?
Normally, on an average, if you see, if we check the statistics, normally a student spends from in a range of about 2.5 to 3.2, 3.5 lakhs for 4 months.
Okay.
4 to
That
4.5.
includes all the things.
That includes everything: your accommodation, your travel, visa, health insurance, so everything.
Okay.
Living expenses, basically. And you will be signing students who are willing to go for the student exchange. We have a very detailed student exchange policy that will be given to you, which you have to go through. You and as well as your parents have to sign it. So that mentions everything in detail.
Okay.
Okay.
Ma'am, one more thing. So what will happen there? Do we have to work there like a part-time job or something like that?
Okay, good question. Normally, I mean, most of the countries do not allow part-time work on a student visa right now. Okay, but certain countries do have. Like Australia has a student is right now also in Australia who's got a really good part-time job in the not just a part-time job, but in the area of his interest. So he was in finance, so he got a good job in finance, a part-time one. So of course, certain countries do allow, like Poland allows, Australia allows, but certain countries they do not. So it depends on which country you are planning to choose your exchange in.
Okay, thank you.
Thank you.
Ma'am, about the placement, like if we are studying in some other country, so for the placement, can we just look for our job opportunities there also?
That depends on you. Normally, you will be going in your first year. Okay. So at that time, if you have a very good network, professional network, and you can tap into that, well and good for you. But normally for placements, you need to get a job, you need a different visa, right?
Okay.
So and you will have to, and at that time you will not have completed your Bimtech degree, your diploma.
Yes.
So you will have to come back to your, to your institute, that is Bimtech, complete your diploma, and then only you can go for a job.
Okay, thank you so much.
And that requires a different visa. You'll be this one is on a student visa that you will go for. The exchange program is only on a student visa.
Okay, thank you.
Ma'am, different colleges would be providing us different kind of curriculums. So we won't be missing anything out, like the curriculum that would be missed by us in the third trimester of Bimtech or any trimester that we go for the student exchange. What kind of curriculum that will they be providing us?
So normally the exchange programs wherein whichever universities we have our exchange programs with, we have mapped our curriculums with them, right? So we have mapped the credits. It is a long process that we have when you sign an exchange agreement. All this work has been pre-done by both the institutions. Only then we go for an exchange agreement, right? So be rest assured that you will not be, of course, you will be missing out on some subjects which you can do after coming back in the upcoming trimester when it is offered for the next time. That is, it really depends on your interest. But at the same time, this program will also give you an opportunity to do the subjects which are not offered in India, right? So it gives you an edge of doing those subjects which are currently, doing, but they are doing it in a foreign country, but they're not available at the moment in India. So during your placement, this gives you an edge. of gaining knowledge in that particular subject. And the basic subjects are all covered, so you do not have to worry. And it's not like you have to do a particular set of subjects in a foreign university. They'll give you a list of exhaustive list of like 30 to 40 subjects to choose from. Okay, so you have to choose it, and it covers all the areas.
Okay, thanks.
Have I answered your question?
Yes, ma'am.
Okay. Thank you. Any other question?
Madam, when there is student exchange happening, is there any possibility that whether they will miss out any selection of job here, placement?
Placement happens in the second year. So there will be a chance where you are facing your interviews for your internship. Okay, so at the end of the first year, you will be going through your internship process, right? So normally what students do is they apply, let's say, to a university which runs from January to April, and then you come back to Bimtech and do your internship in May and June. So it's an 8-week internship that you have to go through, right? So either you do it that way, or you choose the university which starts late, like end of March to July or June, sorry. Okay, so then you finish your internship in Bimtech and then you go.
So the placement happens later.
Placement happens in the second year.
Okay.
This happens in the third trimester. Your placement interviews will start from the fourth and fifth trimester.
Generally, at the end of the fourth trimester, we start with our placements, and this exchange program, it starts from January or February to April or May. So during that time, internship. So what we do, we have given a process where we support in lieu of internship. There are two other what is called as activities which a student can undertake, and it does not affect what is called as your placements anyway. So placements are always start from the trimester 4 onwards.
Thank you, sir.
Ma'am, I want to know about internship.
Yeah, internships, Kajal, will be dealt with the next section by Professor Rajiv, who's already here, taking up all the questions related to your summer internships as well as placements.
Ma'am, just to add on to that point, like earlier what was mentioned, like for the student exchange program, when that happens, then do we miss any opportunities for internships while we are away from India?
No, you will not miss any opportunities as such, because we provide in your exchange policy, you will have 3 options, right? So you can either do an exchange program. Both are mandatory. Please be clear that internship is also, if you are choosing the exchange program, an internship is also mandatory. You cannot choose either or. Okay, so you will be going through the internship interviews as well, and the CCR, our Center for Corporate Relations, will be providing you all the support and assistance required to secure the internship.
Okay, ma'am. Thank you.
Okay.
Ma'am, could you please give a brief of the immersion program that you mentioned about PGDM IB students?
PGDM IB have a separate immersion that is called as the industrial immersion program, wherein they go for a port visit. Okay, you can get more details about this from the IB program itself. And about the global immersion that I had mentioned from the Center for International Affairs, this is more or less a 1-week program wherein we organize it with a partner university. It could be in Southeast Asia, it could be in the Middle East, closer destinations, so that it can be cost effective for the students. And we give classes during this from the partner university. So this group of students will go to, let's say, XYZ university. It could be in Singapore, it could be in Malaysia, it could be in Dubai, wherever it is. And then you visit some industries over there, and a cultural exposure is given to you. So this is academic plus industry. This is what we do. But the compulsory, some of you are getting confused with the compulsory programs that the IB is offering. You need to talk to the IB program regarding.
Okay, ma'am. Thank you.
Thank you. Any more questions?
Ma'am,
Good afternoon, ma'am.
Yes, good afternoon.
Good afternoon, ma'am. So, ma'am, it is compulsory for IB students to have two immersion programs, or they have to do only one immersion program?
It's up to you.
Actually,
it's absolutely up to you. You can do one. If you like, you can also go for the student exchange.
Ma'am, this summer internship interviews will be happening around February, March, and by the time these students will be abroad, so how do they manage for SIP?
Rajiv sir, can you please take this question?
Sure, ma'am. It's Dr. Nandkishore.
Yes, sir.
Nandkishore when we say the interview pattern, it generally starts a year ahead. I think when I say year ahead means, for example, if the student has to go for a student exchange, say from January 25 to say April 25, or maybe February to May 25,
Yeah.
our interview process starts from September this year only, 2024.
Okay.
So that means companies start coming from 2024 September only, and student can appear for those interviews. So before one leaves for that student exchange program, he or she can secure his her internship easily. That's one. Even during the tenure when they are staying, and we know that the student will be arriving here during that particular tenure when the internship will be on over here in India. So what we do, we provide them an interview facility online also. That means sitting there in France, Austria, anywhere, they
Yes.
can appear in those interviews if it is required from that. But again, as I think Pragyanji shared, there is a certain method. What we say, okay, before you leave, so between December, so if you're living in February, say suppose,
Yes, sir.
between December and February, you can do an what is called as a winter project here in India before leaving. Say 1.5 months. That means already you're covering six weeks before going. And after coming, you can do a 2 week short-term project that makes a total of 8 weeks completion, as well as you do a dissertation, which is under any faculty from Bimtech can be done. And that counts to be equal to internship. So that way you have both the exposures, dissertation as well at the same time you have an internship exposure also.
Thank you, sir.
Okay, I don't think there are any more
So
questions.
I wanted to ask that will the companies that we get internship in, will be they that much supportive of us that they allow us to do like foreign exchange and leave the internship in between?
No, so again, for example, if you are living in January, then we don't allow you to go for any internship. That's what I said. If you are going in the month of February, generally what happens, what we have seen, few of our colleges which are out of Poland, I think, am I right?
South Korea.
Poland and
Yes, yes,
Austria,
absolutely.
Korea, they make
Australia.
students join in the month. Australia, they make students join in the month of February. So between December 25 and February 10, they can actually work for the internship project, and after then they can fly off to their destination or the college they are joining. Once they are back from there in the month of May or June, they still have a period of 1 month to complete their another 2 weeks of internship with the same company or maybe some other company, as we call this a short-term project that makes a total requisition complete, which is called as the 8 weeks period.
Okay, sir. Thank you.
Ma'am, I wanted to ask you how many students are there which are being selected for the exchange program?
Normally, we have about 20 students each year.
And also, will the foreign companies be sitting there for the placements also?
This one, Rajiv sir needs to answer.
So when I say foreign companies, I think Pragyanji just shared a few minutes back. One, foreign companies not from every country can hire Indians directly, being an expat. So there is a certain labor laws which few countries allow us to directly join as employee on working visa with their countries, and generally where we are placing at the same time, it is Middle East and GCC nations only, because they allow us, not every GCC nation, but yeah, Middle East is allowing us. So many of our recruiters are basically from Middle East. There are some recruiters who are from countries which are far south, also far southeast also. But again, if they have working office here in India, only then they can hire and then they can send you there as their employee. Otherwise, directly foreign companies other than Middle East and GCC, we don't directly entertain until the labor laws of that country permits to doing that.
Okay, thank you, sir.
Hi, sir. So I have a question regarding internships.
Please.
Sir, so regarding internships, the companies for which we are going to do the internships, the college will decide the companies, or we can choose.
Okay. So yes, there is a process. The process is this way, that whenever a company comes for internship and they show that they have a project, what we do, we receive a project detail from them. And it is not a JD, it is not a job description, it is just a project detail, which tells us about what could be the possible project, what could be the possible stipend, what should be the location, and in which particular domain. If they are looking for any particular domain, they share this project details with us. We circulate it to the student. We call this as expression of interest, EOI. And then we share this with the student. Student has to apply for that company. The students who apply for those companies, only those details are being sent to the back to the company, so that they can further take up the process. That means you're allowed, you can take, actually you have to take decision which company you want to sit for.
Okay, okay, sir. Thank you.
Also, sir, if I may ask, regarding the companies which come for internship, are we allowed to choose companies that doesn't come through Bimtech? Like, can we like look out for companies who are offering internships and then go there for the internships?
Daniel, can you again repeat your question?
Yes, sir. About the internships, the companies that comes for internships, so, right? So can we choose companies like few companies come for internship through Bimtech? Can we like go into metro cities, look out for companies that offer internships, and can we do internships like that?
So Daniel, generally what has been a practice, and this is I think across all B schools, around about 15% I have seen in past. 15% student, 10 to 15 I must say, they go and do look for companies by themselves because they have their own interest area. Sometimes a group of friends wants to go in a particular area or particular type of company, or sometimes students want to go and do near their hometown. So there are various issues behind which students generally look out for their own interest areas, which we don't deny. But yeah, there is a certain procedure what we follow over here, and the student has to go according to that procedure.
Okay. Okay. Yeah. Thank you, sir.
Sir, regarding the student exchange program, it was mentioned that 20 students will be taken for student exchange program. What is the criteria for selecting students?
Yeah. So,
Pragyanji?
yeah, sure. So for the student exchange, I mentioned that let's say it can increase from 20. The numbers differ from year to year based on during my presentation, I mentioned that we have slots with each university, right? So this gets renewed every year. So let's say we have 20 also. And your question was basically the eligibility, right? So we have an online application form wherein the student has to fill in the personal details and the academic details. Based on the first criteria is the academic performance. Second is we will be having an personal interview over here, right? So during the interview, the student is judged depending. I mean, there are various parameters. One is the motivation to participate in the exchange program, something like a SOP. Then if the I mean the social skills, the intercultural competence, and personal behavior. In BIM, we check the personal behavior because when these students go and represent, India, not just India, but also our institution, Bimtech, in a foreign country. So that is the reason why we check the personal behavior of the student. So if there is a student who has got indisciplinary, a misconduct or an indisciplinary activity in Bimtech, then the application might not be considered.
Thank you, ma'am.
Thank you. Any other question related to exchange? Otherwise, then we move on to Professor Rajiv Sharma. He will be talking about the placements and internships there. Okay, I think no more questions. Sangeeta ma'am?
Yes, ma'am.
Yeah, I'm done with the exchange part. Thank you.
Okay.
And wishing you all the best to all the candidates. Hope to see you here.
Thank you so much, ma'am. Now we move on to the
Thank you.
placement part. I request Professor Rajiv to please throw some light on placements and summer internship programs.
Sangeeta ji, I'm sharing my screen. Able to see? Then just do let me know once my screen is visible. Here, my screen is visible.
Yes, sir. It's okay, sir.
So, okay, fine. So, the aspirants, I'm just sharing a few details with you. I think rather than saying it out, I think it's better to show you. This is our last 6 years, what is called the track record of placements. If you can say 97 and 96, that is during the two COVID years, we faced this issue. Two COVID years where we face this issue. But if you look at, we are able to manage nearly 100% for last 2 years, and overall is 98.5% placement what we do. This year also, at as of today, if you know very well, the market is really like tough this year. Economy is not doing that very well in terms of hiring. You can very well heard about. You might have heard about these IIT results and the IIM's results. So even though with this all these conditions, we are at as on date we are 94% placed. So this is where we are performing this year also. If you look at the number of companies, generally you can look. We are maintaining a certain conversion ratio, which is we say at an average of 3.68. That means 3.68 student per company we place. So for this year, for example, year 22-24, we have a batch strength of 479 students, and as of day we have already what is called as a processed 140 companies, and our target was 160 companies. So there are companies in pipeline which is still going on. So that means we are able to maintain our ratio easily, and this is what say we have a good number of companies flowing in almost every year. These are few of the companies which have hired this year, and they have given. BlackRock is the highest paymaster with 22 lakhs this year, and these all companies have already made their day at Bimtech. If we look at a sector-wise analysis, so this is our sector-wise analysis for the last 2 years. So you can see very well see the breakup before you. So if we look at, we are able to maintain with the BFS, that is banking financial service, along with the insurance BFSI. Then we have a company ITITS, followed by consulting sector, manufacturing, and FMCG sector. This counts to around about 85-87% of our replacements almost every year. So the companies comes within this 2-4 domains. Regularly they are hiring from us, and we are able to make a good placement in these particular sectors, followed by a sectors which is retail, maybe market research, supply chain logistics. We have a media companies. They also hire from us. So that makes a mix of others. We say between 5-7% companies. This is our pay package up till last year. We are able to maintain for this year also nearly 11.2. 11.1, 11.2, we are able to maintain at this level this year also, and this is across a batch of which is placed as of day 445 people. So that makes a total of what is called as 11.1 or 11.2 what we are able to maintain this year also. This is program wise up till last year 21-23 I have shown. This year highest is 22 lakhs for PGDM program, and minimum had been this year, sorry, average is around about between 10.5 to 12.5. This is what's going on across the programs this year also. If we look at the internship side, this is our internship picture. As I said, campus placed as well as self placed, and I mentioned few minutes back, 10 to 15% students generally take it from their own. Rest are being placed by Bimtech, and you can see we sometimes we have placed 100% also out of our own campus placements. If you look at the stipend, this is the stipend range, anywhere between 10,000 to 70,000. The batch 22-24 I have already mentioned over here. This is between 10,000 to 70,000, which has been done 21,000. So this year again, market as market tough. We are still able to maintain anywhere between 8,000 to 25,000 to max of 70,000 this year also. And a good companies like Marsh, McLean, we have a company like Adidas. They are paying a very good stipend to our students. And this is our internship with and without stipend. So people who take at their own, they go and find out. Generally, we have seen coming into the 16, 15, 16, 17%. Rest of them get stipend easily. This year, as of today, we are around about out of 515 students. We have already placed, I think, 400 and around about 74, 75 students. and we are able to maintain the stipend of for almost everyone. I think one company, TCSNS, has not given a stipend. Rest of companies have given stipend. This is from my side. Now I'm open for questions if you have any, and we'll be really happy to have your questions now.
So,
Just hold on.
sir, may I ask how many percent of students got stipend above 30K?
So around about 20%, 20-25%.
So only the top,
Yeah.
who are
Yes, that's true.
Sir, I
any
have a question.
Yeah, Arnaduve, please.
Sir, I want to know the top package of this year, as you said, is around 22 lakh. So whether is it for a fresher or a work
So
ex
freshers.
candidate who
So
has a
so there are 16 students are there in this top bracket, and out of this, I think 70% are freshers.
okay, sir.
Good afternoon, sir. Sir, can you share
Morning.
what sort of companies come for the retail sector for internships and all?
So retail mania, we have given students to Tata Trends, which is known for West Side and Studio. We have given students to Under Armour, Bata, Pantaloons, Aditya Birla Fashion Rail Madura Garments, Home Center. Then we have given students to there are 3, 4 more companies like Spinny is there. Then we have given students to Spinny. Student had gone to this company, Khadims. It's a cotton manufacturing company. Okay, students gone to Kazu also. So there are good number of companies where the students are going for internships. We have companies from say this company also. Arvind Group companies, US Polo, and they have Aero have also taken students from us.
Okay, sir. Thank you so much.
Hello, sir. Am I audible?
Yeah, you are audible.
Yes, sir. I just want to ask, can you share some lights on about the PPOs a student can get in the internships?
So what we have seen, around about 10% students, 7 to 10% students, they generally convert their PPOs, and we get almost last year we got around about 40 such PPOs. But yes, not every PPO is being accepted by us, because we generally look for a PPOs or the strength of the student where one lies. If a student is really good and we can see that he can crack a better company, we go by his own his students what is called as a thought process. We accept sometimes, we don't accept sometimes.
Okay, so when a student is doing an internship and, for example, he converts a PPO, so the college and the student sit together and they can discuss
Yes.
whether the student should go for it or not.
Yes.
Okay. Okay, sir. Thank you.
Hello, sir. So,
Shall
the
we?
internship will be start in which month? That
Uh,
after how many?
this year it is in the month of May and June. That means from 1st of May students are joining. Last year it was between April and June. So I think for your batch also it will be between April and June. That means 3 months.
Okay.
Sir, I wanted to ask which companies came for the HR specialization this year.
So we can count from Birla Soft to a company like ADP. We have a company which are into HCM. We call this as human capital management, like Darwin Box, Kozo. We have a companies like ADP. They hired in this area to a company like Volvo Eicher, which is a hardcore manufacturing. They also have hired students in the domain. Accenture has also hired students from HR. We have this company, Birla Soft, as I shared, hired from HR. Then there are companies from the insurance sectors also, like Bajaj Allianz has also hired students from HR. So it depends. For us, a batch is anywhere between 30 to 40 students, 25 to 40 students, and it's easy to place this size of batch.
Sir, what was the median and highest package for HR particularly?
I think HR has gone this year 16, and that is with again BlackRock, and the minimum remains somewhere on 8.
Hello, sir.
about sorry. Okay. So about experienced candidates, how does placements looks for experienced candidates?
So Daniel, there is a system. Generally, companies say, for example, IT solution company comes and hire. They provide us with a slab. For example, they say, okay, 9 lakhs per annum is a base rate, and with each year of experience, relevant experience, we will add another 1 lakh or 50,000 or 1.5 lakhs to that student. So say suppose you have experience of 3 years, so and they give a slab additional of 1 lakh per year of experience, so your total will be around 12 lakh rupees. This is how the companies generally do, where when we place before then the students with the fresher candidate as well as experienced candidate.
Sir, is there any criteria that only students with regular college are selected for to take finance as a specialization in second year?
Yes, companies, I must not say it's across all 100%, but yes, across majority this happens.
Okay,
Sir,
sir.
what
Thank.
sir, what is the
Sir, for
median
the
package of finance, PDM finance this year?
I told you BlackRock has hired with the highest package this year, KPMG, EY, Deloitte. There are many companies to market in this area of finance. Mazars is there, Oxane is there, uh, many of the BFSI companies, which is into basically we call this as non-banking financial companies, NBFS. So they have also hired students, and NBFCs also have hired students in the from the finance batch. Then the companies like Moody's, they have hired students for investment banking. Mazars is also hired for investment banking. There are companies which, as I said, NBFC from Godrej Capital, you start to L&T Financial Services. They are hiring from students of the financial sector. So there are good number of companies hiring from the finance batch.
Sir,
sir,
what
and
are
what is
the
the
median package they are
average
offering?
for
Again,
finance? So
again,
what is the
again.
average for finance?
It will be nearly 11, beta. Can't be that because in finance, highest has remained around about 22, as I said, and there are companies between 15 and 22. There are many broker firms are there. Between 12 and 15 also there are many consulting and broker firms also within that range. But yes, at the higher side, the number of hiring is always less.
So
Okay, sir.
generally, what roles can we expect for finance
So,
internships
so
or
we
uh,
have right from investment banking, from credit appraisal, from like FDDs, corporate finance. These are the roles. Working capital I have seen, risk management I have seen these roles. And generally, what I have to say directly is that we don't allow any student to be given a profile below MT. That means, say, suppose a company comes, I can't name that company before you, they are paying a very good package of 11 lakhs per annum, and that too, out of which 10 lakh is fixed. But we did not give them what is called as a slot over here. The reason behind this is they are not giving us empty management training profile, but less than empty profile. So whatsoever I'm seeing, all the profiles, they all are under the management training profile.
okay, sir.
And
Sir,
So for placement also, is there any statistics for finance specifically that companies hire a range for that?
Anyway, beta, see, it depends upon if you are in the last tail of say 10-15%, you will be nearly 8 lakhs. If you're in the top tail of 10-15%, you will be nearly 15 to 22 lakhs.
so what
Sir,
about
for the
marketing?
summer internship specifically, if someone wants to go in the finance, BFSI sector, then what is shall this
So again,
stipend be?
stipends, as I said, is there is a range. But when we say summer interns, we say generally you are during the first year when you are going through the first year course, you are not supposed to look at the what is called as the domain specialization for internship, but you are open for any kind of internship. You should be open for any kind of internship during the first year. Reason behind this is if you are a fresher, you need to have experience. A person with experience need not go for internship. Not internship is not required for a person who is already with a good experience. A person is completely fresher. What he should know is how the corporate works, what is the corporate culture, how you should look at what are your interpersonal capabilities, all kind of competencies. Are you good with the hard skills, soft skills? This is what you go and learn during the summer interns. So during that particular period, you must not be we suggest is you must not be what is called as bottling yourself, or you're putting into a silos that, oh, you are a finance guy and you should go into finance. But saying so, let me share that we have a companies ranging from Oxane Partners to a companies like BDO hiring during the summer interns also. Students from finance who are looking for finance as their domain area to be specialized with.
Sir,
So,
Okay, sir. And for the batch size for finance?
Anywhere between 80 to 120 students that were I have received in last 5 years.
Okay,
so
sir. Thank you.
what about marketing? Like what kind of
Well, let me,
pay
Richa, there
scale
is a
we
person, there is a Dr. Nand Kishore. I think let me answer
yeah,
him first.
yeah,
He's
sir.
been asking question.
Yeah,
Yeah.
I have a specific question regarding PGDM IB.
Yeah.
If, so, do they have to only sit for international business openings, or are they considered for the other roles also?
So Nand Kishorji, let's look from this angle. A student who is specialized in international business programs. Say suppose a company comes which is a hardcore manufacturing company and it is an automobile manufacturer. Let's say a company like Maruti or maybe
Yeah.
Hyundai. So they will be hiring you along with the students who are from the core management program in, say, for a marketing profile or a sales profile. But once the induction will be done after the orientation and everything, when the induction will be there, you will be given the profile or the department which meant to take care of international marketing or international sales or international operations. This is what I have seen in the past, how it happens with the companies. For example, a company with a banking sector comes and they hire you, and you are specialized in IB. So treasury, forex, these are the areas you people will be looked in for, the angle you will look for.
Right, sir. Thank you.
Uh, Good afternoon,
Yeah.
sir.
So there was, yeah, please tell
Yeah.
me.
Sir, actually, I needed to know about IB course. Like, what is the procedure for any scholarship if we take student exchange?
Uh, Safaya ji, Safaya ji.
Yes, yes, sir.
So there is a question specifically for scholarship in IB. If you can handle, or somebody from the team can
Vanshika,
handle
can you
that.
please repeat your question again?
Yeah, my question was that is there any scholarship for student exchange?
No, there is no such scholarship. It depends. It depends
Depends on,
on the university, partner university only.
and may I know
Can
the partner
be.
universities?
No, there are a number of universities.
Top
At the
ones.
moment, we have got around 60 to 67 partner universities, but it is not mandatory that every university is going to give you. It all depends.
Okay.
It may be, it may not be.
So which ones like provide the scholarship? Like which universities provide?
I heard
No, it all
some
depends.
companies, some of the
Yeah.
universities from France and Austria and I think Poland also, they provide this kind of scholarships, but not every year, and they have their own practices from year to year what they do. Uh, and this is, I think, what I have seen when I was in the other department, but this was the actual scenario. So every alternative area we get the scholarships. I think this is what I have seen.
Okay.
Hello, sir. Good afternoon.
But even though the cost which you have to bear is far less, because most of the things comes under our agreement. I think Pragyanji might have shared that with you. Most of the cost comes under our agreement, so you have to bear a cost of your own personal traveling and sometimes fooding.
And the internship would be based in India, or it would be a foreign.
Internship will be from India only. Either you go before going, you do it, or you come before after you come back from there, you do it. This is how the practice is.
Okay, so we'll just learn the tuition part in foreign universities. Is it that?
Again.
We'll just have a tuition part in foreign universities under
Yeah.
student
So
exchange.
you are going through what is called as their way of teaching. I don't say this that only tuition part. Their classes are having a
Okay.
different paradigm, and our classes have a different paradigm. So it depends from university to university what kind of exposure they be giving to you.
Okay. So may I
Sir,
know
are the IB students eligible to sit for placements in the HR sector provided there is no such HR specialization in the IB program?
Again?
So my question is that are the IB students allowed to sit for placements in the HR sector provided there is no specialization for HR in the IB program?
I think with the coming times, yes, it is possible.
And one more question, sir. The brochure which was sent to the students via Bimtech, it mentions consulting and strategy as a specialization in the IB program, whereas the website mentions only marketing, finance, and operations as specializations in the IB program.
Yes,
So, is there any
yes, yeah. You can
clarification?
ask this question to the I think faculty members from the programs only. Uh, I'm not exactly like it, but yeah, the answer to this is I think there are some course revampings going on. By the time you people join, there will be changes. So those changes will be communicated to you.
Okay, okay. Thank you, sir.
So may I
Good afternoon,
particularly
sir.
know about BlackRock
One,
and the
one, one
internship?
person at a time. One person at a time.
Good
Yeah,
afternoon, sir.
Rishika, you are asking, and then I think somebody else was also there. Yeah, Rishika, first you.
So may I particularly know about BlackRock, the general trend about the internship? Like, did it come for the first time or does it visit regularly, like
No,
every
so
year?
they are visiting for the second time this year,
Yes, sir.
and internship they don't offer.
They do not offer internship, they just offer place. So, but
Yes.
this time few people got like replacement offers for BlackRock as well.
No, so
Uh,
it depends from college to college. Some colleges they might have gone. So again, uh, uh, Rishika, the method is you have a profile. Company has a profile where they want to hire. Now they want to hire
okay.
through a PPO model, or they want to hire directly from campus.
Okay, sir.
So it depends from university to university, college to college, how they devise their what is called as the placement plan.
Okay, sir.
Good afternoon, sir. Can we look out for the companies that are not provided by the placement cell? Like we can do internship from the other companies from our side.
I shared Jashiri. As I said, there are students who look to go to their native place, or want to work in their near hometown, or they want to work in as a particular group only, as a group of friends. They want to go to a particular city or a particular state and do internship there, or with a particular kind of company or sector. We don't stop them, but yeah, there is a certain procedure which you have to follow, which actually, but yeah, what I'm saying, between 10%, 9 to 10% to 15% student I have seen almost every year taking what you call as no objection certificate or letter of recommendation from us.
Okay, sir. Thank you.
Sir, I wanted to ask about the marketing. Like,
Yeah,
what
Richa.
kind of pay scale can we expect as a fresher in marketing?
So, if you are able to crack an international company, anywhere between 24 25 lakhs. If you are looking for a company in the automobile sector, anywhere 17 18 lakhs. Then BFSI, anywhere between 13 to 15 16 lakhs. IT between 12 to 14 15 lakhs. There are different kind of profiles and range from sector to sector. Say, suppose you are a very good in IT function consulting, you understand project management very well, you understand something called as, say, we call this as Scrum masters. You are very good in Scrum area or Agile area, or you are very good with, say, supply chain logistics, or you are very good with, say suppose in business development in a particular area of a kind of industry. Accordingly, you will be getting the package. But yes, as I said, minimum will remain nearly 8, or maximum can go anywhere. Companies do come even beyond 16 lakhs. It's always a student's capability, competencies, which makes him or her crack the companies. And the preparation during this particular time period of 1.5 year when you start staying at Bimtech or at a B school.
So, were there any students who got these kind of
Yeah,
placements
yeah,
from?
yeah. Every year your students are getting. So student who is placed at a 25 lakh package, yes, he is from marketing.
Sir,
And even at 16.6 with Maruti or 18 with JK, they are all from marketing.
Sir,
sir,
how
what if
many students got the offer like that?
Again,
How many student got the offer?
so if you look at, as I said, 22, I said 16 students were there at that level. Beyond 22, 4 of them are there. between 19 and say 25, there are around about 25 students.
And they all are
Between
fresher.
combination, it's always a
Okay.
combination.
Okay.
Sir, what is
I don't remember the exact number, but there is always a combination.
sir, sir, what is the fixed component in marketing placements?
So we never allow anywhere between never allow anything above 90-10 ratio.
Okay.
We are a little harsh in saying so with the companies. And generally we sometimes lose companies also in this in that direction.
Sir, what will be
S-
the current year batch size for PGDM core?
I don't know. 480 is the actual intake.
Okay, sir. Sir,
So,
before the commencement of program, during the boarding and lodging of hostel, so there will be a separate session regarding briefing us the next procedure for that.
Yeah,
Yes,
What will
Arnav.
be?
Sapaya ji.
Yes, Arnav, we'll be having in few minutes.
Okay.
sir, I actually visited the campus and spoke to some of the students there. And when I visited, I visited a week back, and some of the students were still looking for internships.
Yeah, processes are going
What
on.
is happening?
Processes are going on at the back of my like seat. There is another room. There is processes going on. Company this is called as Cars 24 is doing process over here. Two companies are doing online. In one company, they have sent students there. Processes are going on. As I said, it is nearly, I think, 460 or 74 or 75 students we have placed, and the batch size is 515. So we have still to go another, say, 30, 35 students,
Okay,
40
sir.
students to go.
Okay, sir. Thank you.
Sir, hi sir. So
Hi,
actually, I
Ritik.
want to know, sir, that since I have like 2.10 years of experience, so like it is mandatory to attain 2-3 kind of internships, or is it like required to have a compulsory internship?
Ritik, it depends. I think when we say our here we say internship is compulsory.
Okay.
So during that internship, you can always look for a kind of a project which can add further to your CV. For example, I'm just giving an example. For example, you have come from industry which is a highly an IT oriented industry, and when you're doing for internship, you can go in a industry where which is highly what is called as like a startup, which is say 2 years, 3 years old startup. There you can learn even more than what you have learned in a very structured oriented organization.
Correct.
I think that helps you adding value to your CV for further looking at the placements.
Okay. No, so like the aspect of what you say the study, like is it a mandatory thing that we have to do?
So what I said, for a fresher, it is a highly mandatory,
Right.
as we say, they should do it.
Okay.
But a person with the experience can do it in a direction which suits him, or even though they can look for a research project also
Okay.
sometime and not going actually for
Okay.
internship.
Thank you, sir.
So for
Thank
freshers,
you.
internships are more better on live projects, as you said just now, during the
It's a combination. It's always a combination. As many you can have.
case. And also, sir, I wanted to know the lowest package for IB finance this year. Uh,
8.
okay, sir. And so which company did offer that?
Moody's.
Okay. Thank you, sir.
So, is there any restriction in number of companies we can go for
Yeah.
in placements?
Yes. One company, one offer, one offer.
Like I didn't
One
get
student,
you.
one offer. One student, one offer.
Okay, once if a company is fixed, so we can't
Yes.
give
Once I
another
have given you
interviews.
offer, you cannot sit further than companies.
Okay, thank you, sir.
Good evening.
Safaya ji, acha, please Palak.
Sir, I wanted to ask the students who have pursued the graduation from Open University, do they face any problems in placements?
Yeah, Palak, I just shared few, I think, minutes back.
Mhm.
I must not say it happens across every company that they say don't shortlist them, but yeah, some of the companies do have this, I think, mindset that they
Mhm.
don't easily shortlist people with the open schools.
Sir, if I talk about the finance roles, do they?
So if it is a highly owned foreign company, I haven't seen problems with them.
Okay, okay. And I mean, what can I do to improve like the profile to?
Nothing to work. So I think before I end, because my time slot is almost over and I have already, I think, moved 5 minutes beyond that. But let me give you a glance of to everyone present here. See, placement depends upon 3-4 factors. The first factor is the market condition and economy, how it is doing. So for example, this year is the toughest I have seen, even tougher than the COVID year. This year is really tough. Market was really tough this year also. Number two, to sail through this toughest seasons or a kind of a competition, one should focus on working on his her profile. Now, the profile, when I say a profile means your CV or your resume, what it says about you, how much you have gained during the 1.5 year of stay before you start talking to the recruiters in the campus. For example, have you been through, say, a good experience in terms of, say, live projects, summer interns, etc.? Or you have been through good number of certifications, you have gained them in a very good and in a very versatile way, or you have attended many and many competitions, case competitions, business plan competition across good institutions, good companies, or you have gained a good exposure by getting into what is called as a kind of, we say, which is called as say, part of our club conduits. How much you have gained the exposure, for example, organizing, planning, or participating, volunteering. So these things helps you in developing your profile before you start facing the recruiters, and that helps a lot. So what I say, I gave as the what is called as I think a word of just a wisdom to all of you. Start building on your competencies. I think competency is your profile, and when you say your profile is good, a recruiter will 100% look at you. That I think I haven't seen a condition where a student has a very good profile and he did not get placement.
Thank you, sir.
Thank you. Yeah, Palak, still you have a question?
No, I said thank you, sir.
Oh, welcome, Palak. So, Safaya ji,
Yes, thank you so much, sir.
am I excused? Yeah, thank you.
No.
So,
Thank you so much,
thank you
sir.
all. I think thank you to everyone present here. I think I'm able to give you the what is called as the real word eye view of what the placement is all about and how you should prepare for it. And don't worry, we have a very good competent systems over here. We will prepare you for facing your recruiters. All the best to everyone.
Now we move on to the next session, and we have Mr. Anil Goel with us. He's GM campus here in our in Bimtech. So he will brief you about the infrastructure and the facilities we are having here.
Thank you, Sangeeta ji. Good evening, all the students here. I would like to give you a little bit brief about the complete infrastructure of the campus, the Bimtech campus. See, our campus is in almost 30,000 square meter area, approximately around 7.5 acres. And you can see this is the front snap of the academic area wherein all the classes will happen. So you can have a look of this. Next, I'll take you to the next slide. I hope my screen is visible to all.
Yes, sir.
Okay. So next, I'm going to take you through the location map and the facilities at Bimtech, academic facilities, hostel facilities, sports facilities, medical, food and beverage, and some general facilities. So we will talk about these facilities in our presentation. So in the location map, you can see the gate number 1, which is the entry, and then you will hit the almost the entry of the academic block, which I showed you the photograph of the academic block. So just backside of the academic block, you have the cafeteria, and then we have got the garden and the residential blocks, and then the hostels. The Takshila hostel, you can have a look. Nalanda is there on the backside. Takshila is there. Gargi hostel is there. So this is the complete layout of the campus, the location of each and every facility. You can have a look. So in general, the facilities in Bimtech, our rooms are air-conditioned rooms. We have got the laundry services, sports facilities, gymnasium, saloon, beauty parlor, mass cafeteria and coffee day. We have got a counter here. We have got a library. We've got a music hut. We'll talk about in detail on these areas. We have got the facility like ATM, tuck shop, health center, and gazebo hut, and the mandir, you can say, where you can pray, right? So these are the general facilities. You can have a look. So these are some of the snaps. I can show you the academic area. These are the snaps for the third floor, which we recently created. These are on your left hand side is the classroom, and then the seminar hall, and on the above of that you can see the entire the structure. Basically, you can
The
see there are
slides are not moving.
right, sir.
Yes, sir, the slide isn't moving.
Slides are not moving. We are only able to see the first slide.
Oh, slides are not moving.
Yes, sir.
No, sir.
So where are you? You're here only.
We are on the first slide only.
Yeah, we are on the first one.
Slide.
Let me see. Is that visible now?
No, sir.
Not yet, sir.
Let me see.
Yeah.
Is it visible now?
Yes, sir.
Yes,
Okay.
it is visible now.
Yes, sir.
The second slide, are you able to see that?
Yes, sir.
Okay.
Yes.
So I think we have already talked about it. These are the general facilities. I'm going to talk about all these facilities here in detail. I have discussed about the location map. The entry for the students is from the gate number 1, and just adjoining to a gate number 1, there's an academic block, and then the cafeteria and the residential block and the hostel block. Hostels are at the end. You can see Nalanda Hostel, Takshila Hostel, right? Now, these are the services we talked about. Just now, I'll give you the detail of these services in the further slides. So here I was there in the academic facilities I was talking about. So the pictures you can see, the classroom picture is there. There where the classes are happening, and the seminar hall. We have got a 300 seated seminar hall, and we have got another seminar hall of 200 capacity. We have got a faculty cabins almost 90 plus. The classroom has the capacity of 70 plus students, and we have got the library in other areas also. So here you can see the structure of the cluster layout. So here you can see the cluster. Every cluster has got 4 rooms and a common area and 1 toilet, which is a common toilet among the 4 rooms. So this is the basically the structure. And below that you can see the photograph of the common area wherein we provide the TV, fridge, the hangers for clothing, and the sofa. And on the right hand side you can see the 1 bedroom setup wherein we provide the bed, table, chair, so that you are comfortable there. And as I said, all the rooms are air conditioned, and all the rooms are into the clusters basically. So each cluster has got 4 rooms and with attached bathrooms. There are some of the clusters which have got 2 rooms, right? So as I said, the sport facilities, we do have the badminton court. We have got the basketball, 2 basketball courts, 2 volleyball courts, table tennis, football and cricket ground, cycling, almost 50 cycles we have for students to use. We have got a gym facility, and we have got a music hut wherein you can play your whatever you like any instrument you want to play, you can play there. There are few instruments there. You can have your practice there in that evening. And as I said, we have got a medical facility health center, which is fully equipped medical center with a full-time senior resident medical officer and nursing staff 24/7. We have got a dedicated ambulance inside the campus. In case of any emergency, we immediately takes to the person to the hospital if required. Otherwise, our Dr. Viresh is already there and he is residing inside the campus only, and he is available 24/7. As I said, food and beverage, we have got a mass dining hall wherein we serve the food for almost for 780 people. The capacity of sitting capacity is 780. And as I said, we have got we have got an in-house campus and the off-campus also. So another 400 people can sit on the off-campus mess. We have got an in-house bakery wherein we prepare each and every bakery items like bread, pastries, muffins inside the bakery only. And we do have a cafeteria where we have got a multi-cuisine cafeteria we have where we offer different kind of snacks you can purchase and eat. Whoever doesn't want to go for mass everyday meal, you can have choose for your rolls, paranthas, and everything in the cafeteria. In general, the facilities in general, we do have a laundry wherein you can use this laundry facility for students, and the ATM we have, as I said, we have got mandir, we have got saloon, beauty parlor, tuck shop, gazebo hut, basically where you can do the group studies in the gazebo huts. We have got a cafe coffee day outlet, which is already there in the academic area. So you can have your coffee there. And these are some of the pics. You can have a look in the ground. In the first photo is the ground, then the TT table and the badminton court, the computer lab. You can see the computer lab. You can see the mandir and other areas, the corridors and the academic area. So this is all about on the campus. Now you can ask questions if you have any.
So what is the criteria of getting a single room and a double sharing room?
See, we do have, as I said, we have got two hostels. One is the campus hostel and we have got one off campus also.
Okay,
so there are rooms which are on twin sharing basis also. So these are the bigger rooms. The twin sharing rooms are the bigger rooms and the single rooms are single rooms.
So do we get an option to choose between the those?
No, it is not that the management decides that.
Okay.
It's basically on in the first year, second year kind of a thing they choose and decide.
Okay, sir. Thank you so much.
Anything else?
Sir, how far the hostel off campus is from the Bimtech?
It's about 2 kilometers from the main campus, but we do have campus buses. They ferry every half an hour. They ferry students from one campus to another campus.
Sir, what is the criteria for off-campus and on-campus hostel? Is it for first years or second years? How is it decided?
See, that's the policy matter which the basically the dean students decide. So it's decided by the management. It's not a choice.
Okay. And do these hostel rooms are with attached toilet or is it a sharing basis?
As I said, every hostel we have got clusters. So which has got one common room and 4 rooms and the attached toilets for 4 people. And the toilet and the bathing area separate.
Sir, when will be the college? Sorry, when will be all the hostels will be allotted? Basically, the rooms will be allotted by when we will be get to know and when we have to pay the fees for it.
See, once you come in and joining the campus, when we are physically coming in here, the same day we will allot the hostel.
Okay, sir. Okay, sir. Thank you, sir.
So
So
as we
one question,
discussed, so as we discussed that 28th or 29th the session would be starting. So at what time we can come to the hostel? Approximately.
Sangeeta,
The 29th happens to be on Saturday. Will you be commencing sessions on Saturday?
Sangeeta
Yes,
can answer you on this question.
Yes,
The
sir.
admission
Sir.
department can answer this.
Yes, sir, we are. And at the moment, the tentative date is 15 June only, but it may be we may be starting it from 27th or 28th June because we are waiting for the CMAT result and we need to conduct one more interview round for the CMAT candidates. So
Madam,
most probably
when you will be informing the correct exact date of commencement?
So we will be informing you most probably by May May 2nd or 3rd week, sir.
Okay. So it is proposed to start on 27th or 28th.
Yeah. Yes, sir.
Thank you.
So you
Thank
will
you.
be getting a detailed letter in the name of registration letter, which is having 42 pages, and in which every instruction is given, which is to be followed by the candidate. And there it will be it will also be mentioned that when you need to pay the hostel and mess fee, and the link is also given in that letter.
How
And
many
it
days
will be
prior we can
on campus or off
avail
campus
the
are same or different?
Can you
Come
please
again?
come again?
The fees for the hostel, like off campus and on campus,
No, it
are the
is
same?
same for everyone, because females are not allowed to for off campus. They need to stay in the campus itself.
Okay, ma'am. And what's the
all the
timing?
girls, all the female students are going to be in the main campus.
Okay, sir.
How many days prior we can avail the hostel services?
3-4 days before you can have.
Okay. Thank you, ma'am.
Okay.
Good evening, ma'am.
Yeah, good evening.
Ma'am, can we know the timings of the campus and also the class timings?
You will be given all the details once you join campus. You will be having a detailed booklet, which is in the name of student handbook, where everything is mentioned. All the class
Okay.
schedules, all the exam schedules, everything is given for 2 years.
Ma'am,
Okay, ma'am.
Ma'am,
is
regarding
it
the
necessary to accommodate in hostel?
Yeah, it is compulsory.
Yes, it
Compulsory
is
for everyone.
compulsory.
Yeah.
Ma'am, regarding
What if we have own home in Noida only? Then
No, it's not allowed. It is clearly we mentioned it's mandatory for everyone to
It's a
stay in
residential
the hostel.
program.
It's a fully
so if
residential
we
hostel.
have to accommodate in a hostel for 2 years.
Yes.
Okay, thank you, ma'am.
Ma'am, do we
Ma'am,
get the rooms according to the first come, first serve base, or what is the criteria of getting the rooms?
See,
all the rooms are same basically.
Okay.
There is no difference in the rooms. So it depends on the availability of the rooms we allot.
Okay, sir.
It's a first come first basis basically.
Okay, sir.
Okay, so like one
One
room and
question.
two students.
Come again?
Like you guys mentioned that there is a one cluster and there are two rooms in one cluster, so two students in one room.
See, all these rooms, as I said, there are certain rooms which are bigger rooms. So these rooms are double occupancy rooms on a twin sharing basis. But we have got the common toilet for two rooms also.
So
Yes, sir.
we can come early to the campus and avail a room, as you said, it's
As
first.
I said, 3 to 4 days you can come before that.
Sir, I
all the
wanted to
students
ask
will be
about if
accommodated
there
in
is
the
a
hostel.
guest room facility in the campus. Like,
Which we do have a guest houses also.
okay, sir.
sir,
All the
regarding
students
the
will be
reporting,
accommodated in hostel itself, no? There will not be any outside stay and all.
You're not clear. Your voice is not clear. Come again, sir.
Sir, all the students will be accommodated in hostel.
Yes.
So there won't be any outside stay for like
No. It's a residential program.
Thank you, sir.
sir,
one
when
question.
will be conveyed
Is
regarding the
is the
reporting date and
off-campus hostel?
time for hostels?
It's from the day when your session is going to start. So I think the date which is communicated to you is 30th or 30th June, I believe. So prior to that, you can come 3-4 days in advance. You can come in.
Sir, so we'll receive a mail regarding the reporting date and time before the commencement of program, right?
Yeah, you will get a mail.
Arnav, I told before also that you will be getting a detailed registration letter in the name. It is called registration letter, where all the instructions are given. So what all things you can carry and what how when you need to submit your hostel mess fees, and every detail is mentioned in that, and you need to follow that. In case if you are missing that, you are not able to find it, you can have it on the website also. We are uploading it on the website also.
So, ma'am, we'll get it around mid-May. That mail.
Yeah, most
which you are
probably,
saying.
most probably, maybe. Yeah.
Okay.
So, ma'am, can I know about the details regarding the curfew times for the campus as well as for the hostel?
The timings. Come again, timings for what?
Yes, sir. Curfew times for the hostel as well as for in while in campus. Like when we have to leave, is there any curfew like that? Curfew time, like when like hostel gates closing, campus gate closing, something like that. Is there anything like that?
No, as I said, the campus is the regional campus, but definitely you have to go back to your rooms by 11 p.m.
So the curfew for the hostel is also 11.
Yeah,
Okay, thank you.
but you cannot go out of the campus. You have to be within the campus only, but you should go to your respective rooms by 11.
So, but if we are like off campus and a class is required,
Same protocol. You have to go back to your rooms by 11.
so if a class is required after 12, because many management programs do a late night session. So in those cases,
So whenever you have a class in late hours, we'll give you the shuttle. The shuttle will drop you to your campus, and then you have to go back to your rooms.
and in the weekends, sir, like when the holidays are there, that time also the curfew timing would be same, right?
Same. It's all same.
Thank you.
The classes will be just a minute. The classes will be 5 days a week or 6 days a week.
It's 6 days a week.
Okay.
One question, sir. Is the off-campus hostel also managed by Bimtech or it's an external?
Yes, it is managed by Bimtech only.
Okay, thank you. And they have a separate mess there?
Yes, we do have separate mess.
All right. The facilities are replicated as in
Yes,
the
all the
new one?
facilities are replicated there.
All right. Thank you so much.
Sir, just one inquiry I wanted to ask. That if I decide to visit the campus, what all areas and facilities will I be able to see or visit during that time if I decide to visit the campus before the commencement?
सर एक मिनट अभी मेरा वेबिनार चल रहा है.
We'll show you the campus, and maybe if you want, we can show you the hostels.
So, it depends on me whether what I want to see and such.
Yeah,
What my
there is no
parents want to
restriction
visit.
as such.
Okay, sir. Thank you so much.
Excuse me, sir. Does girls hostel is also on the off campus or it is only for, in the campus?
No, there is no girl on the off campus. It's going to be in the main campus.
Okay, sir. Thank you so much.
Excuse me, sir. Is there a dress code we have to follow in the academic block?
Yes, I think we do have.
Yes, Sasha, you need to follow.
Is there a uniform or casual formal clothing?
No, there is no uniform, but on some events day you need to be in Western formals. Otherwise, you can wear anything.
All right, thank you.
One academic block, the sleepers are not allowed.
Yeah, makes sense.
So, is there a visitor hostel available for? Am I audible, sir?
Yeah, come again.
Can you please?
Sir, is there a visitors hostel facility available?
Visitors.
Yes, sir.
As I said, the hostel facility is only for the students. But whenever your parent visits, we try to give you the guest house if the guest house is available. We do have a limited number of guest houses. If the guest house is available, we'll give you, I think the 1 day stay is complimentary.
Okay.
Sir, is there any fees variation for twin sharing room and single sharing room? Hostel fees.
Is there any
fees variation for single and the two
So
sharing
fees is
rooms.
going to be same.
Any more questions? Yes, Aditya.
Ma'am, I have a question, a little off the topic. I'm appearing in my final year and my exams are yet not conducted. And considering the elections, they're not going to happen before the elections. So what if my exam crashes with the before it if it happens while the course has already started?
No problem. You will be given, leave for that duration, and you can go and attend your exams, and then you can come.
Thank you, ma'am.
Okay.
Like if I do arrive prior to 2-3 days before the joining date, do my parents also have to stay till the joining date, or only I like?
Parents can come and leave you here. If they want to stay for a day or so, they can stay. If the rooms are available, we'll give you the guest house
Okay, sir.
facility.
Okay, sir. Sir, and is it complimentary for the first time visit for the parents also?
One day is a complimentary.
Okay, sir. Thank you.
Thank you, Anil sir.
Thank you.
Now we move on to the next session. We have our sports officer with us, and he will be briefing you about what all sports facilities we are having here. Tarun sir.
Good afternoon, everyone. Am I audible?
Yes, you are, sir.
Okay. Can I share my slide? Okay. Can you see these slides?
Yes, sir, we can.
All right. Welcome, everyone. I'm Tarun Sharma. I'm a sports officer. And the sports at Bimtech. The index. Right. See, we have the infrastructure and facilities. We have 2 basketball courts, one in campus and one in hostel. Badminton courts, campus and hostel, volleyball, campus and hostel, one multi-purpose open ground for football, cricket, etc. Okay, one at hostel and one at campus, right? 4 TT tables, and then campus and hostel both. The bicycles, the GMs are already mentioned. We have 40 something bicycles. 3 movable carom boards we have, the chess boards. There are some pictures of the courts and grounds. Here are the basketball courts, the non-slippery surface, badminton court, the multi-purpose ground we have, the carom board, we have the volleyball court, TT tables, we have the fully equipped gymnasium. We have all these treadmills, all weight equipment, boxing bag, gym ropes, skipping bikes, spinning bikes, etc. The multi-gym, crossover. We have the list of sports we play and host, like cricket, football, volleyball, basketball, badminton, cycling, table tennis, yoga and meditation, carom, chess, tug of war, and management games, and etc. We have the sports clubs and conduits. We have the student bodies. These are all are the student bodies. The students selected for the clubs and conduits, and they manage all these sports. Like they manage all these sports related activities in campus. We have throughout the year, we have 20 to 25 plus sports activities. Like we have the major events like Sangram. Sangram is the senior versus when you the first year and the second year students, there were the multi-sports tournaments. Spardha, it's an interdepartmental sports tournament like class-wise. We in this tournament Spardha, the senior and the junior will mix. There is a mixed teams in Spardha tournament. We have the Liga de Bimtech football league. Same student from the first year and second year. They are the mixed students. We have it's a 10 days long football league. We have the Bimtech Premier League. It's a BPL like a IPL. The same format we follow like IPL. We जो पूरा जो selection है on the basis of the performance, जो संग्राम और स्पर्धा में जो performance होता है उसके basis पे होते हैं. On the students खुद इसका selection करते हैं, right? We have the Prakrida. It's an inter-B school sports that we host and we invite the other colleges to participate in this tournament. Right? We have the Matki Ford competition. It's on Janmashtami. On the occasion of Janmashtami, Krishna Janmashtami पे हम Matki Ford competition करते हैं. It's a major event we are talking about only. We have tug of war competition on Onam festival and etc. And we have the yoga meditation sessions also. Right? Here are some pictures of students are playing. Like this, you can see the we celebrated the last year the Army Day, and he's the Army Chief. We invited the Army Chief. They're having a kite in his hand. We have the cycle rallies. See, we participate the outside also. Every year we participate in various sports in different colleges. Like our volleyball team is very strong. From the last 3 years, we are unbeatable. हर college में हम दूसरों को हरा के ही आए हैं. And the cricket, football, we have very good teams. These are some yoga pictures. We celebrate the International Yoga Day also. Do you have any queries related
Yes,
to
sir.
sports?
So which ball is used in cricket? That's my question.
See, in college, we use the tennis ball only. But if we go outside, some colleges prefer to the white ball, the leather ball. But in college, we only use the tennis ball.
So, sir, we do have the leather ball tournaments
No,
in other colleges also?
we don't host leather ball tournament. But
Yeah, we play outside.
Other colleges hosting the leather ball tournament, then we'll participate in that tournaments also.
Okay, sir. So we go now. Okay, right.
But we don't. Yes, please. Yes,
Are there any different tournaments conducted for football matches, or is there any club for that?
Yes, we have the Foot and Boot Club, and we host so many tournaments like Liga de Bimtech. We have the flagship event of this particular club, Liga de Bimtech. It's a 10+ day event. It's like 10+ days we host, and it's full of spirit and enthusiasm.
Thank you, sir.
Any other queries related to sports?
Any more queries? If you have got any other query,
Here.
If you have got any other query related to admission or anything else, you can always speak to our counselor on 9718444466, or you can drop your mail on admission@bimtech.ac.in mentioning your application number also.
Ma'am,
So
what
now we
will
are,
be the ma'am?
yeah,
Can you tell me on which date we have to submit the documents offline?
documents of what?
Ma'am, we have to on May we have to submit the documents in offline mode also. So can you tell me what will be date? What will be the date?
I told you earlier also that we will be getting a registration letter which is having all the necessary instructions, and that itself, once you are joining the college, you need to bring all your original documents, and uh, 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 then we'll see all your documents original. We'll match with your originals, and then we'll verify, and then it will be given back to you. Because whatever you have claimed through your application form, you have at the moment given your only the scanned copies and you have uploaded on the website. But once you join campus, Bimtech campus, and then on the day of registration, we'll verify again those documents with your originals. So those details will be mentioned in the registration letter also. Okay, on which date you need to come and at what time you need to be present for the registration process.
Okay, ma'am. Thank you. So, ma'am, we have to come on campus by May, I guess.
No, not May. It will be ending June only, not May.
Okay, ma'am. Okay, ma'am. Sure. Thank you.
Please follow your offer letter. Every detail is given in the offer letter. If you have got any query, you can always speak to us on the numbers mentioned in the offer letter, and you can drop a mail also on admission@bimtech.ac.in mentioning your application number and your query. So we'll be answering you that query.
Okay, ma'am. Okay, ma'am. Thank you.
Anything else?
So, ma'am, the process is like that. We have to re-verify our documents on the date of
Yes.
joining.
Yes. With your originals, we'll match with your originals. See, whatever you have claimed at the moment, you are submitting those documents. You are submitting the scanned copy through mail only, or on the website you are uploading it. So we will again verify those documents with your originals at the day of
If we have any
registration.
and the offer letter was there, relieving letter was there, so it is also mandatory for verification.
Can you please repeat your query, Rahul?
I'm saying that if I have some work experience and I have applied through it as well, means I have mentioned that I have worked for 9 months in Lenskart, so I have to show that documents as well.
No, not 9 months. Only you must have minimum 12 months work ex, and it should be a valid work ex. All the details are given in the offer letter also. If you have claimed in the work ex part in your application, then only you have to give those documents. Otherwise, it's not required. See, whatever you have claimed in your application form, and you have been given certain weightage against that. Like, for example, 10, 12 graduation marks, your any other, like if you are from minority background, you are from you have got work ex, then you need to produce those documents because you have been given weightage for that. But suppose, for example, you are from so a minority group, like you are, or you are other than Hindu, then you are given certain weightage for that. So you need to give a documentary proof against that. Okay, Rahul?
Okay, ma'am.
Okay. So thank you all. We will be closing the session now. In case you are having any more query, you can always speak to us or can drop a mail on admission@bimtech.ac.in. Okay. Jayashri, you want to ask something?
No, ma'am, I don't have any query.
Okay. Thank you all.
Thank you so much, ma'am. Thank you so much.
Hope to see you all in the campus now.
Yes, ma'am, very soon.
Okay. Thank you all.